Last week, we spoke on the intentionality of having personal core values and their importance in achieving your purpose. This week, we'll be outlining simple yet effective methods of crafting your core values. Here is a step-by-step process by which you can set your personal core values that will define who you are for you to achieve your purpose and lead a fulfilled life. Hello and welcome to Manners on the Go. I trust it's been a beautiful week for you. It's been a pleasant journey here, and I say thank you for being such beautiful travel companions. Is it your first time today? You're very welcome. I assure you it's a good place to be right now. Last week, we spoke on the intentionality of having personal core values and their importance in achieving your purpose. This week, we'll be outlining simple yet effective methods of crafting your core values. Here is a step-by-step process by which you can set your personal core values that will define who you are for you to achieve your purpose and lead a fulfilled life. 1. Create a quiet space to think. A space without the normal distraction of phone calls, mindless internet surfing, or human interference. As much as you can, make the place clutter-free so that your mind can concentrate on the task of soul searching. Next, get whatever writing material you are most comfortable and conversant with. Do you write on paper or do you prefer to write on your notepad? Are you more expressive when using a certain color of pen or paper? Creating your core values require the art of writing. Next, it'll be difficult for you to write down what you're not aware of. You must begin to call to mind events where you had to choose between alternatives. Recall an experience that struck you to your core, one with a pleasant outcome. Write out 5 to 7 principles that guided your actions and emotions. For example, integrity, service, freedom of expression, love, and so on. Think of 2 more occurrences and write down the principles that guided your decisions or outcomes. The next thing you should do is to recall also unpleasant moments when you experienced negative emotions. When you were angry and livid, what kind of emotions surged through you? Take a view of those emotions and write down the values you found difficult to uphold at that point. Next, now look through your list. You might discover that you wrote down some values that have almost similar meanings or are closely related in meanings. As an example, if you wrote the values of compassion, love, affection, warmth as some of your core values, you will discover that they all have a close connection. If you need a little help, I refer you to a webpage that can assist you. I'll be sure to drop a link in the comment section. The next thing you should do is to place the closely related values under a name. Take the example we used in number 5, where we had values of compassion, love, affection, and warmth. You can categorize all those values using the one that you believe strongly captures the essence of what describes you. For example, I would pick compassion as the encompassing value. Do the same for all the values with almost the same meaning on your list. Next, put them all in a list with those values that stand alone. The standalone values are the ones that you believe do not have any similarity with others on your list. Next thing you should do is to look at your list, no matter how long it is. What values define the essence of who you are the most? Whatever values have given you a high sense of fulfillment when you used them. Trim the list down to about 7 values. If you can further trim them to 5, but certainly not more than 7. Next thing you should do is to put those values through a litmus test of authenticity. Thoughtfully reflect and write down actions that you have taken consciously or unconsciously that pointed to your high hold of the value. Put those 5 to 7 values on your list in a list in the order of importance, starting with the most definitive for you. The final product of the list of values you have should be your core values. I wonder if you'd like me to share my values with you. Here is my list, starting with the most definitive for me. Number 1, integrity. This captures honesty, truthfulness, uprightness. I value keeping to my promise. Number 2, excellence. I value outstanding outcomes. I believe every human deserves the best, and it shows in the way I do my things and the effort I put to get desirable outcomes. Number 3 for me is family. I've once turned down an assignment that would make me a frequent traveler just because I wanted to be close to family. Number 4 for me is loyalty. I've had a best friend for about 25 years now. I'd most likely get a long service award at a job I love. I'm not a fair weather friend. I stick with you till the end. Finally, responsibility. I live my life with a sense of responsibility. I say to myself often that I'm not on earth to window shop. I value influencing others for success. Service is closely related to responsibility here. Note that the process of crafting your core value is not one that is cast in stone. In case you are not satisfied with what you've come up with, give it a few days and repeat the process. However, do make sure you get the list down because they are vital to your personal development. I believe you got some vital information from this topic. Please engage me in the comment section. Don't forget to share this with your friends. It could go a long way. God bless you. Goodbye.